Welcome to Tita Talks. My name is Sonia Tita Puopolo, and I'm your host. It is a great privilege and pleasure to welcome Edoardo Ponti. Edoardo is an Italian director. He's the son of actress Sophia Loren, producer Carlo Ponti Sr., the brother of conductor Carlo Ponti, and married to Sasha Alexander, an American actress. They have two children, a 15-year-old daughter named Lucia, and a 10-year-old son named Leonardo. In his 20-year career, Eduardo directed a number of award-winning films and plays. Just recently, he wrote and directed the must-see 2021 Golden Globe Awards nominated film, The Life Ahead, that can be viewed on Netflix. His mother, Sophia Loren, Ibrahima Gueye, Abril Zamora, Renato Carpentieri, and Babak Karimi all star in this incredible story based upon the 1975 novel, The Life Before Us. The 2021 GLAAD Media Awards nominated The Life Ahead for Outstanding Film. The film has received many nominations and wins, and so did Scene, the beautiful and original song that Laura Pausini and Diane Warren specifically wrote for The Life Ahead. In fact, after their win at the 2021 Golden Globes in the category of Best Original Song, Motion Picture, they received an Oscar nomination at the 93rd Academy Awards for Best Original Song and for making it the first song sung entirely in Italian to be nominated, and for Best Song at the 26th Critics' Choice Awards. According to Deadline, the online entertainment industry news site, The Life Ahead became a streaming hit, peaking within Netflix top 10 in 37 different countries. And today, we're talking about the healing power of film, a self-care tool for you. Welcome to Tita Talks, Eduardo.
I'm so happy to be here, and thank you for such a well-researched and kind introduction.
Tell us about your beautiful film, The Life Ahead. What inspired you most about this film?
You know, it was on my nightstand for many, many years. It was a book that I had adored and I had read multiple times ever since I was a teenager. The book by Romain Gary, La vie devant soi. And after directing my mother in Human Voice, another beautiful piece by Jean Cocteau, I was looking for something else that we could do together. And so I picked up The Life Ahead, remembering that it was also a book that she really, really loved. And what inspired the both of us was this story of love and friendship between these two characters that on the surface, everything separates, you know, race, religion, culture. And yet, the more they understand one from the other, the more they realize that they're actually two opposite sides of the same coin. They're both survivors, and they've both been ultimately defined by trauma, but also hope. And that story really was very, very compelling to us.
And we're living in unprecedented times with the COVID-19 pandemic, social unrest, and environmental catastrophes. Yet with the right wellness and self-care tools, we can reset our lives and forge a new pathway forward. Film has the power to impact our well-being. In particular, it can teach us different life lessons and inspire us to feel empathy, happiness, joy, peace, and so forth. And what life lessons can one take away from The Life Ahead?
You know, I think that you already mentioned some of them. You know, I think that the Life Ahead was motivated and inspired by empathy and humanity. And I think that the film focuses on what binds, the commonalities, the similarities that bind and connect Madame Rosa and Momo. As I said, they come from completely different backgrounds. They are completely, you know, separated by generation, by race, by culture, and yet they're very, very similar. And I think that instead of focusing on one's differences, we should celebrate more and more one's similarities. And that's what Madame Rosa and Momo end up doing gradually as they come together over the course of the film.
Yes, it's so, so beautiful. So beautiful. Our philosophy is that true self care relies on utilizing all four pillars of a healthy lifestyle. That is exercise, nutrition, rest healing, and mindfulness meditation. This is our formula for health, happiness, and longevity. And when these four pillars are in alignment, we achieve harmony and equilibrium. What is your daily wellness routine and what self care tools do you use?
Well, I definitely try to exercise at least 3, 4 times a week. That's very, very important, not only to my physical health, but also to my mental health. I actually find that when I run, I work out a lot of my creative impasses and issues as I'm actually physically running. So, but I won't even plant the seed of a problem in my mind as I start running. I write and then I will put down the computer, I'll start running. And as I run, certain solutions will percolate up into my mind, into my consciousness as I run. So it's actually quite amazing how running also helps you not only physically, but also creatively. So that's one thing. Food, I've always tried to eat a healthy diet. I'm Italian, so I absolutely, subscribe to a Mediterranean diet, olive oil, white meats, if I ever really eat meat, salads. And so we eat a very, very clean diet at home. We've always had. And I think that also another thing that I try to do is sleep at least 8 hours a night. That's very, very, very important to me. So I try to go to bed early-ish, in other words, around 11, and sleep until 7 a.m. That's something that I try to do religiously. Not only do I try to sleep 8 hours every night, but I try to sleep at the same time every night. But I do, because I do believe that the pattern of your body knowing when it's going to go to bed and repeating that pattern also does help for your well-being. And that's really about it. I also do think that sometimes going out, sometimes having fun, sometimes breaking those rules, having a dessert, having a glass of wine is also important for one's health. Because if you live too much of a disciplined life, which I might tend to do, then I think that you add undue stress on your life. So I think that to break the rules sometimes helps alleviate that stress.
Does the healing power of film a self care tool for you mean to you?
Well, the film helps us um, helps us get in touch with the noblest part of ourselves. It helps us experience the lives of others, helps us connect with cultures, with people that we might not have been intimate with, we might not have been close to. It helps us broaden our mind, broaden our palette of our experiences in life. And all this really leads to one thing: it helps us develop our sense of empathy. The more we can invest in people, the more we develop empathy within ourselves.
So, so true. And you're such an amazing and incredible inspiration to us. Who and what inspires you?
Human beings. I remember the very first quote of my very first film was one written by Philo of Alexandria. The movie is called Between Strangers. And Philo of Alexandria wrote, "Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a great battle." I'm in love with people's struggles, with people's conflicts. Human beings inspire me tirelessly and tremendously. And not only their ordeals, their struggles, but also how we can overcome these obstacles. And overcoming these obstacles is extremely inspiring to me. So it's a combination of being inspired by our strength to overcome things, but also the conflict and the obstacle itself.
And what film has inspired or impacted you most in your life and why?
I don't have one film. It's a combination of films. It's a combination of directors for different reasons. There's no question that Krzysztof Kieslowski, the Polish filmmaker, had a big influence on me. So did David Lean, Michelangelo Antonioni, Vittorio De Sica, all essentially humanist directors, people that put human beings at the center of their exploration.
Amazing. Science-based evidence shows that the more self-care tools and techniques you have, and the more positive daily habits you embrace, then the more you not only learn about yourself and what works best for you in your life, but the better life you will live. It is about empowering yourself with the skills to live a happier, healthier, and more harmonious life. I want to share an excerpt from my book, Sonia's Ring 11 Ways to Heal Your Heart. Physical and spiritual well being is necessary for life and growth. It is what helps to keep us alive, maintains and nourishes love, faith, hope, perseverance, compassion, and kindness. All of this is available for you. So reach out and grab what is yours. Is there any particular message that you would like to make sure we communicate with our global audience?
I think that it's very important to be kind to yourself, and whilst you're kind to yourself, you find a way to be kind and respect others. We live in a world that is highly polarized, highly segregated.
Mm,
We all live in the silos of our own thought and mindset, and
mm.
we cannot grow like that. We can only grow if we start celebrating and embracing the other, the thing that is not like us, not similar to us. That's the only way to grow as a human being. And the more we can be kind to ourselves and to others, ultimately, the more we grow as human beings.
Absolutely. Can you tell us more about your current project, as it sounds amazing? I understand that you will be adapting the Laurie Fabiano's best-selling 2010 historical novel Elizabeth Street for television with Sony Pictures Television TriStar.
Yeah, what I love about that project is that it tells the immigrant story through the point of view of a woman. And that's something very unusual and very unique in today's marketplace, where most of these immigrant stories have been told through the point of view of a man. So it's a beautiful story of empowerment, the empowerment of a woman who gradually finds her own voice.
And when will it be available for people to see?
We're still writing the screenplays, because there are a lot of episodes, so we're still writing the screenplays and we're casting, so it's going to be a while.
Okay. Like 2022, 2023?
Yeah, I think next year at some point. Yeah.
Yeah. And just imagine how beautiful that project is going to be. And I look forward to watching it. Say thank you for joining us on Tita Talks to talk about the healing power of film, a self-care tool for you.
Well, thank you. It was a pleasure to be with you.
And for more information, please go to www.wellnessworldusa.com. Thank you.
Thank you.